Welcome back to my channel. Today I will show a movie from 2023 titled Extraction 2. Watch out and enjoy the movie. Chris Hemsworth's Tyler Rake is, improbably, once again on a perilous rescue mission in Netflix's Extraction. He's proven he can save innocents in danger, but was he able to save himself this time? Warning: spoilers for Extraction ahead. After seemingly being killed at the end of the previous movie, it turns out that Tyler survived his fall into the river and eventually winds up in a Dubai hospital. One rehab montage later and he's back to his old self and really to roll. His mission this time around is to save his ex-wife's sister Katavan and her 2 children, who have been forcefully imprisoned by David, a crime lord and the patriarch of their family. Tyler and his small team are able to get the family out of the jail and kill David in the process. They soon end up being hunted by David's brother Zurab, who becomes obsessed with killing Tyler. Although Katavan has no desire to return to her old life, her son Sandro is conflicted about leaving the people he considers his family. You think you saved me? That you're some hero? It doesn't really matter what I think. This inner identity crisis leads Sandro to give away the group's position. With that info, Zurab and his men ambush Tyler's team. During all the carnage, a confused Sandro decides to go with his uncle, but ultimately regrets it after seeing how crazed and violent Zurab has become. Tyler is reunited with his ex-wife Mia, and he's forced to recall the painful memories tied to him not being there when his son died from lymphoma. Now, after that brief and emotional reunion, Tyler heads out to kill Zurab once and for all and take Sandro out of this dangerous life for good. Bombs, brawls, and broken men. When Tyler arrives to save Sandro and kill Zurab, he has no issues taking down all of Zurab's remaining soldiers. But then he runs into a problem when he confronts Zurab in a church. Zurab has strapped a bomb vest onto Sandro and has the detonator in his hand. He's ready to blow everything up if Tyler makes a wrong move. Zurab has Sandro disarm Tyler and tasks Sandro with shooting him in the head. Sandro refuses, and Zurab calls him weak before pointing the gun towards Tyler. Luckily for Tyler, Nick shows up to stop Zurab from killing him and a huge brawl eventually breaks out. During the big fight, Nick is severely injured. Sandro manages to get the bomb vest off of himself before it can go off. As for Zurab and Tyler, after their fight, they find themselves on the floor, exhausted. Although Tyler has clearly won the fight, Zurab says that he'll never stop hunting and trying to kill Tyler, so Tyler viciously shoots him in the head. Tyler is able to finally end the cat and mouse game and complete his mission, but it comes at an unexpected cost. Tyler is freed. Twice Tyler can't escape the consequences of the carnage and bloodshed he and his team have left in their path. He gets hauled off to prison, where he's visited by Mia. She says that their son was actually very proud of Tyler for what he did as a soldier and was inspired by his bravery. His last image of you wasn't of you walking out on him. It was you going off to save people. It's an emotionally fulfilling moment that enables Tyler to push past the grief and guilt that's afflicted him for so long. Though he's regained some peace, it seems like the remainder of Tyler's life will likely be in prison until a familiar face comes to bust him out. Shortly after talking with Mia, Tyler is escorted out of the prison and led to see the mysterious man in the suit, played by Idris Elba, who has a new mission for him. Tyler initially shows some hesitancy about going back out in the field, but isn't given much of a choice. At least his request to reunite with his team is fulfilled, because Nick is shown to be stepping out of an SUV. Tyler is still curious about the naughty person the man in the suit actually works for, but he doesn't get that answer, at least not yet. Complicated family dynamics. There are multiple conversations throughout Extraction about defining true family and what it means to be a good father. For Sandro, he's constantly conflicted about leaving behind his uncle and the criminal organization his father built because he's come to see them as his family. For his part, Tyler still harbors self-resentment over leaving his ill son and not being there until the end. Although Tyler and Sandro rarely see eye to eye, they both come to the same realization about family and fatherhood. They come to learn that family means something much deeper than just physical proximity. Sandro starts to understand that his uncle wants to keep him, his mom, and his brother close to maintain power, not out of love. He also comes to see how Tyler and his mother are willing to protect him at all costs. And Tyler begins to understand the real impact he made as a father when Mia tells him about how much he inspired his son. Mental versus physical recovery. Tyler is able to regain his physical strength to complete this mission, but it's still not clear if he's really in good shape to continue in the field. His guilt from not being around for his son during his final moments still haunts him and makes him feel broken. His unyielding devotion to rescuing Katavan and her children seems to be a sort of penance. Not only is he willing to do anything and everything to keep this family safe even if it leads to his own death, but he even tells Mia to literally take everything he has, including a hefty amount of security cash, and give it to Ketavan to support her family. That said, when Tyler learns that his decision to leave during his son's final moments didn't cause his son to hate him, it creates a real change within him. This realization is the last hurdle he needed to overcome to really move forward on his own. It gives him a new strength that means more than any of the physical rebuilding he did at the start of the film. The franchise's future Extraction ends in a far different place than the first movie does. Tyler was by all indications dead at the end of Extraction, but now, he's not just alive, but being recruited with Nick for a whole new mission. Plus, there's the lingering question of just who the man in the suit's employer is, something audiences are sure to want to know. My name doesn't matter. Then what does? Who I work for. While there isn't much to go on in terms of who Tyler and Nick could be fighting against and with, or where they could be going, it's almost assured that a third film is on the way. Now that Tyler has been able to move past his guilt and grief surrounding his son's death, this is sort of the start of a new chapter for him, and the opportunity for a new arc to begin. Although there hasn't been any confirmation yet from Netflix or anyone involved that a third Extraction film is in development, it's hard to believe. Thank you for watching. For more videos please like, share and subscribe.